Hi, I'm Olivia, and come on set with me for Vogue Portugal today. So we're shooting about 10 looks today. It's all based on floral forms, so flowers, blossom, springtime, spring collections. It's coming out in the March issue, and we're shooting with nothing but continuous light, which is no flash. We're shooting video and stills today, and we have an amazing team.
This shoot came to life after a chat that Athanias, the art director, and I had. We'd done a shoot together a few months previously, and we'd really enjoyed working together.
We pitched back in November when we sent Vogue the concept, and then when they said they were keen, we just started planning and getting the team together, and
I just said, I always like shooting something that has something to do with nature and flowers, that is kind of the theme of my work. So we just chatted and came up with a concept.
So we started off with soft light, and we did a flat lay where we worked with Kate, who's the prop stylist. And we wanted to deconstruct a flower and kind of intertwine jewelry throughout. And then we did a tight shot with a headpiece also made by Kate, which was really organic and natural, which was really nice.
Athanias and I both had a vision of bringing in flowers and some kind of headpiece, and Kate actually handcrafted the headpiece that we see in the images from hand the day before the shoot, and it is all made of fresh flowers. It's stunning, it's beautiful, it's more than everything we could ever have wanted.
My name is Kosterov, and I am here to deliver the tree dress. I took a lot of inspiration from Botticelli's painting Primavera. I was living in Florence for the last year, just kind of compiling my different teams of people and all that stuff. And I think just like anytime you move anywhere, it's kind of difficult to not get immersed by kind of the culture and everything around you. So Botticelli became a really big kind of reference point for this collection. And the painting itself was set in an orchard of oranges. And so I kind of was like, I think I need to make an orange tree. I think that's the natural pipeline. So yeah, it was definitely the biggest kind of thing I've done in terms of scale. So yeah.
So the whole focus of the shoot was going to be very heavy on the clothing and have that be the forefront of everything. It was going to be really important to have a stylist who could get the vision of what we had in mind and also get the clothing, because this was not easy clothing to get a hold of. This was stuff that is very elaborate to make, is not something that people really wear every single day of their lives. So it was going to be a bit more of a challenge. So I got thinking about who I'd worked with before, who was really talented and who I knew had that kind of vision and who would understand what we were trying to achieve. And that's when Sophia came to mind. Sophia is an incredible stylist. She has an incredible vision, and she really understood the brief. She ended up being really pivotal in directing our ideas and really contributed to the concept, which I love. I love a team that is collaborative. I love a team that brings loads of ideas into the mix, and she really brought that.
I'm Ella Pintilli. I'm assisting Sophia. I've been assisting her for like a year maybe. Our next look is Bottega, which is this it's quite fancy. Bottega have like a full look policy, so we have shoes as well, bag and earrings, which are here.
Hi, I'm Sophie and I am a hairstylist. I just think it's super important to work as a team on this sort of, on any sort of editorial, and I always sort of like to work with the makeup artist and with the stylist so that we're all creating the same sort of vision. Yeah, teamwork makes a dream work.
I've worked with Sophie so many times. She is, again, such a talent and someone I love working with. She's always the most lovely person to have on set.
I love working with Olivia. She's an amazing photographer and she really brings the vision to life, always.
This season for spring issue, we're going to do a kind of a dewdrop look. It's inspired by like the flowers for the spring, the freshness of the flowers, the water drops that fall on the petals in that kind of time of the year.
I had never actually worked with Sabina before, but she was, again, a lovely person to have on set. She did a great job of doing quite a difficult brief for the nails, and dare I use a pun, she nailed it. Makeup was Georgina Yates. She is one of my closest friends and also someone I've worked with so many times, and I just know that I can trust imperatively to deliver an incredible result. She is so good at being subtle, yet bringing an edge to something and making it different, but in the best way. I always say that it is the sign of a really good makeup artist when they know how far to go and not to go too far, and Georgie can really do that.
I've been working with Olivia for 7 years now, maybe. She's one of my best friends. We became friends because of working together. It is so organised, so easy. I love all of the references she pulls. Everything's very beautiful, but there's still that that edge of high fashion. She's just like a dreamboat to work with.
Thinking of everything, the nature of flowers and how they're quite static and slowly kind of blooming. So the nature of the motion is quite kind of fluid, slow, quite structured and posed, rather than handheld and jerky and energetic.
Motion is something that I'm bringing into pretty much every single shoot I do in some way, shape or form these days. We need to be thinking about video as well as stills wherever we can, and to me it's a no-brainer to bring Fraser Stephen in. He and I have worked together for going on 4 years and we're a great team. We have a whole incredible editing team as well behind the scenes who obviously are not there on the day of the shoot but are such a crucial part, Alicia and Misha. The motion video is very inspired by the sounds of nature, and I wanted to incorporate almost, you know, when you go to a spa and you can hear the sound of rain or the sound of wind blowing. When I was thinking about the video and how I wanted the final piece to look, it was really that. I really had all these noises in my head of wind and rain and nature and birds, and that is a recurring theme that I seem to be bringing into all of my motion work, is the noise of nature, to tie it all back in with what is such a huge part of my work and what I do, and that is the natural world.
Working with Olivia is great. She's one of the nicest people to work with, without question, and always comes with really strong ideas and quite a cohesive style, so you kind of always know what you're going to be shooting in a way. It's always a little different, but there's always a thread that runs through everything, so it's good.
I have to give a shout out to my assistants. I feel like assistants do not get enough attention, they don't get enough credit. I cannot physically produce the shoots that I produce without the help and assistance of these incredible creatives. They are my second brain in so many instances. They see things before I do when it comes to moving a light. Like, I can only focus on so many things at once. Lily was my digitech on this shoot. She and I have worked together for many years, and she is a joy to have around. She pushes me, she challenges me, she calls me out when things aren't quite working, and she steers me in the right direction. But more than anything, she is someone I can trust and I can rely on to make sure that the images that I'm taking look their best. And then Emma, who was my lighting assistant for this shoot, she is someone I've worked with a few times now, and again is an absolutely incredible person, so talented, doesn't really need me to say much, she'll just do it. And I think the key word for everything that we do is collaboration. And then finally we had Becca, the model, and this was a long process, was finding a model who could bring that real embodiment of shape and architecture to the clothing. And when we saw Becca's portfolio, I was just like, yeah, she's exactly who we need. She looks gorgeous, she's got something different about her that I'm obsessed with, and she was a joy to be there on set. I could not thank the Vogue team enough for being so supportive and so generous and kind and considerate and helpful in making this come to life. At my core, I'm a creative, I'm an artist, and unless my work gets seen, it feels like it's not lived its full life. And being able to have my work published in a magazine as prestigious as Vogue Portugal is the ultimate gift to me as an artist. So I feel very grateful. I love the process of trying something new, of coming up with a new idea, of crafting it from the very beginning, making it come to life, really bringing it together, and then seeing it. I get so excited about what that final result is going to end up looking like, because I don't know. When I'm starting something, I have ideas in my head of what I want it to look like, but often the final result is different and often better, and that's such a wonderful feeling. I don't think there's anything quite that I can think of that is as collaborative and as generous in time and creativity as fashion photography, and I love that. I love that so much.